Hey there. I have another pre-World War II official Boy Scouts of America knife to show. This is a Remington. Admittedly, I've been on a Remington knife kick recently, but I wanted to add this knife to my collection because it's different than most other Remington Boy Scout knives. First off, it's a three-blade model. So it's got can opener, cap lifter, screwdriver, and blade, but no punch. So that's a departure from most other Remington Scout knives, and it's also 3.5 inches in length. Most other Remington Scout knives were either 3 3/4, like this RS 3333 right here, or they were smaller, like this R4235. This is not a Scout knife, but if it were, it'd be RS 4233, and it's 3 3/8 inches. So Remington made Scout knives in a variety of different sizes and configurations, but I thought this one was interesting because it is kind of an outlier in a lot of ways, not just the size and the blade configuration, the fact that it has 3 tools instead of 4, but as far as I know, it's the only Remington Scout knife that has a removable bail. All the other ones I've seen images of in my books, and the ones that I have permanently attached bails. So this is a Remington RS 4783, and this was really one of the later and final versions of Boy Scout knives that Remington made. Remember, Remington made Scout knives from 1923 to 1939, so for 17 years they made Scout knives, but they only made this one from 1934 to 1939 for 6 years. And I can date this knife a little more specifically than that by the tang stamp. This is a circle stamp, and it says Remington with a line under it, made in USA. So that very specific stamp there with the line under the script Remington dates from 1935 to 1939. Now there is another version with Remington in a script and the circle, but it's not underlined, and that one was a little earlier, ran from 1933 to 1935. So this knife is 1935 to 1939, and I didn't really have any with that tang stamp. The latest tang stamp I had was this one you can see here on a larger knife. Remington in block letters, Remington UMC in block letters, made in USA to the outside. So this is a cool little knife. One other difference I've noticed, or there's actually a couple, but on this model they moved the can opener and the screwdriver to the pile side. And every other Remington knife that I have, whether it's a camp knife or Scout knife or whatever, the screwdriver and the can opener are on the mark side. And just some other differences between this 3.5 inch version and the larger 3 3/4. The bigger knives would have 4 pins, 4 visible pins. This one only has 3. And that's the way this 3 3/8 one is, 3 pins. But it also has nickel silver liners and a spacer. The large ones had brass. Now this 3 3/8 inch Junior Scout that I have also has nickel silver spacers and liners, so I don't know if that was just common on the or usual on the Remington smaller knives, but it was not on the larger knife. The other thing that was kind of common or standard on the smaller knives was there was a long nail pull on the main blade. And all the large ones that I've read about or seen or have a crescent pull. So yeah, it's kind of a cool little knife, 3.5 inches, removable bail, nickel silver liners, long nail pull. It's got the 2-piece can opener with the horizontal thumb tab, but that's up on the front, and then the screwdriver cap lifters to the back. Now there are 2 variants of this knife. One with the can opener on the main blade end, like this one has, and another one where they switched those 2 tools and the screwdriver would have been on the main blade. So being a smaller knife, this one also has a smaller shield, but one difference that I've noticed between it and its larger brother here is that it has a smooth background. It says the same motto, be prepared. But the background to this one, of course, is dimpled or pebbled. So just a look at the Remington RS-4783 official Boy Scout knife. This one dating somewhere between 1935 and 1939. I hope you've enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, and have fun collecting.